If you had to choose between your mom and your partner, what would you choose? Hi everyone, and thank you for tuning in. Today, I want to share a deeply personal, but also very relatable story. It's a story about love, about family, and about the boundaries we sometimes have to set, even when it breaks the hearts of the people we care about most. I'm 28 years old, currently living and working in a big city with my girlfriend, who is 22. We've been together for 2 years, not a lifetime, but long enough to truly understand each other and build a strong foundation for the future. The trouble started with something I think many people can relate to: sharing relationship issues with our parents. One day, after a minor argument with my girlfriend, I called my parents just to vent. We had a disagreement about communication, some small misunderstandings, and the insecurities that occasionally surface in a relationship. I just needed someone to listen. My dad listened calmly and didn't say much after. But my mom, she was different. She's the woman who raised me, yes, but she has always struggled to let go of control. She held on to every word I said that day and began forming a very negative opinion of my girlfriend. When my mom came to visit us, things didn't go well. Instead of bonding, tension filled the room. She refused to say my girlfriend's name, referred to her coldly as that girl, and made passive-aggressive remarks. Even the smallest things, like a mirror being moved, became a reason to complain. She told me to tell your girlfriend to put it back. It may sound petty, but to me, it was the tipping point. It screamed disrespect. During a particularly tense breakfast, I calmly but firmly told my mom that if she kept it up, I would leave. I wasn't angry or shouting, I was simply stating my boundary. In the end, I paid the bill and let her leave on her own. Later that night, my mom moved to a hotel and sent me a long, emotional message saying I was ungrateful, that I always chose my girlfriend over her, and that she would never return to my home again. It broke my heart, but it also showed me just how unwilling she was to see my side. I sat for a long time and thought carefully before replying. I sent her a heartfelt message. I admitted I was wrong to share personal relationship struggles in the first place. But I told her I couldn't accept her insulting or demeaning my girlfriend. I wasn't asking her to like her, but I was asking for basic respect. I also asked that we both keep our private matters private. She didn't need to tell me about her marriage problems, and I wouldn't bring up my relationship challenges again either. It's the only way we could have a healthy mother-son relationship moving forward. Her response? A furious message that said, "Oli, it's over." She cut off communication and, at least for now, has written me out of her life. I'm heartbroken. I love my mom. But I also love my girlfriend. I never wanted to feel like I had to choose between them, and really, I didn't choose either one. I chose myself. I chose boundaries. I chose peace. I chose respect. I don't know what the future holds. Maybe my mom will come around, maybe she won't. But I do know that holding on to yourself sometimes means letting go of others, even people you love deeply. And that's not because you stopped loving them, but because you finally learned to love yourself enough to stop being controlled. If you're in a similar situation, please remember this: love should not come with conditions or insults. Family should not be the place where you lose yourself just to be accepted. Thanks for listening. I hope you find the strength to choose yourself. I still love him, but this love is slowly destroying me. I am a wife, a woman who once truly believed that love could fix everything. We had been in a relationship for more than 3 years and married for over a year. In the beginning, I believed in all the good things. I believed that if I loved deeply enough, I could become the solid foundation for the man I chose, no matter what challenges we would face. But as the months passed, reality set in, and it was far from what I had hoped. My husband, The man who once captivated me with his tenderness and emotional depth began to withdraw into himself. Slowly, he became lost in episodes of unnamed depression. He frequently found himself unemployed, drifting without any clear direction in life. And while he drifted, I became the one who held everything together, emotionally, financially, and in every invisible way that keeps a marriage going. I run my own business. I am the one who handles nearly every household expense, utility bills, groceries, daily necessities. I thought I was strong, thought I could carry it all, love enough for the both of us. But the more I tried to hold on, the more exhausted I became. There were nights when I came home and could barely speak, nights when I couldn't even muster a smile, and nights when my tears no longer came, not because I didn't want to cry, but because I was too drained. I have tried in every way I could think of. I've spoken gently to him, cried beside him in the hopes he'd offer even just one comforting embrace. I asked him to go to couples therapy. I told him we could rebuild from scratch, relearn how to communicate and reconnect, but he refused. He doesn't believe in therapy. He doesn't want to take antidepressants because he fears dependence. To the outside world, he might still seem like a good man. He never laid a hand on me, never cheated, and occasionally we could still laugh together when his mood lifted. But those moments were fleeting, and between them was an ever-expanding void, a silence, an emotional and physical distance that no amount of effort could bridge. We live in the same house, eat the same meals, sleep in the same bed. But we exist as strangers, drifting souls who pass by each other without really touching. He is there, but also not there. Present, yet absent. And I have begun to disappear. I am no longer the vibrant, passionate woman I once was. I have become invisible. No one sees the weight I carry. No one hears the silent screaming in my heart. I feel utterly alone, alone while lying next to the person I married. I still love him. And that's the part that hurts most. If I didn't love him, it would be easier to walk away. But this love has become a chain, a soft, painful chain that binds me to a marriage that feels more like a quiet kind of suffering. I don't know why I stay anymore. Is it still love? Is it duty? Or is it just the fear of failing, the fear of starting over, the fear of abandoning someone I promised to stand beside? I ask myself over and over, should I keep trying, keep sacrificing, hoping that one day he will awaken from this fog and come back to me? Or should I let go, not because I've stopped loving him, but because loving him shouldn't cost me myself? There's no clear answer. Every time I think I've made peace with the idea of staying, a new crack forms in my heart. And every time I think of leaving, guilt and sadness drown me. I am tired. Not just physically, but emotionally, spiritually. I am tired of giving everything and receiving so little in return. I am tired of being the one who tries, the one who holds hope alone. Still, something in me clings to the love we once had, the laughter, the warmth, the dreams we used to whisper to each other. I wonder if he remembers them, too. I wonder if, somewhere beneath the silence and the sadness, the man I fell in love with still exists. But as I stand here, looking at the woman I've become, I realize something painful but true. If things continue like this, I will lose myself entirely. And no marriage, no matter how much love it once held, is worth the complete erasure of your soul. I still don't know what I'll do. But I do know this: I deserve to be seen. I deserve to be heard. I deserve to be loved in return. And maybe, just maybe, it's time to choose myself.